What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a 30-team first to score tournament. I will be posting the bracket updates on my post on YouTube, so if you want to see the bracket, go check that out. So let's start with these two teams right here, Magic and the Hornets.
It's
First
the
to score
NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside.
So basically, it's first, like, whoever gets the tip off.
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing.
So you gotta hope the team
Bridges, and it's Diabate in at the 5. And
Alright,
for
the
the
Hornets get the tip.
Abner is in the front court
Ball, bring it
alongside
up.
Banchero. The guard
Pass it to
pair
Miller.
form will be
Hold on, I'm gonna change the camera for you guys.
Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the
The
middle.
ball, ball three for
There's
the win.
so much excitement for
Follow
these
the board.
teams and for their fan bases on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases
Suggs,
on
a
the
three for the
opening
win.
day of the season. I
Can't
mean,
get it. Middle
the
of the
whole
board.
season is in front of you.
Ball, bring it
Optimism
up.
runs high
The
for
ball,
just about
ball was
everybody.
another. The
Ball,
ball
no
can't
good.
hit.
And
Oh,
so
what are
it's
you doing?
Bain with it.
What are you
He'll
doing,
bring it up
Miller?
for Orlando.
Suggs passes to Bain.
Pass to Carter.
Bain will dump it down to Carter.
Outside,
Kicks it.
Suggs.
Suggs, a three for the win.
Offline with his three.
He was wide open. He didn't get
Rare
that one.
you'll see him miss
Ball brings it
such
up.
an open look.
Ball. Surgery.
Ball feeling it out of it.
Ball
Fires the
three
three.
again.
And
He
it's
still
Butler
can't
with
get
the
it.
rebound.
Orlando, what are you doing?
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep
Butler
here.
to Bain, and that will do it. The Magic will advance. What were we doing there, LaMelo? Also, the first series will have a bye, so the Pistons and the Thunder have the byes. Next, we have the Suns and the Clippers. Where are the Suns? The Clippers. First, wait, I forgot. Is this injury free? I forgot. Clippers. Alright. So, like, you gotta win the tip. Or unless they're
Tim,
talking
opening
about
night,
so.
always a lot of fun for a broadcaster. But what's it like as a player?
Well, no matter how many years you have in the league,
I have
opening
no
night
what's wrong with
creates
the
more
game, guys.
butterflies than any other night.
No, I'll just try to fix it one more time.
You want to make that great first impression
If it doesn't
for
work
sure,
next game,
but
let's
you're
keep it
also
there. Brooks
really
inside,
excited
kick it to
that it
Creed.
starts to count.
And are you nervous
Read
right
around
now?
the screen.
Attack,
3 to 3.
attack.
No,
And now the
Lopez
Los
the board.
Angeles starters. Kawhi and Collins
The
are the
carry
forwards.
was insane.
Bradley Beal's out there with Darius Garland. And it's Lopez
Garland with
in
it.
at the center position.
Gets to Beal.
Now here's Beal.
Beal,
A
jumper
shot from the
wide
high
open.
post.
Can't
Brooks
get it.
with the
Brooks the
rebound.
He bailed out the
Beal bring it
defense
up.
because that's an easy look for him.
Big to this
And we're
Booker.
joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story.
Booker got
Good to
it.
have you, Shams. What's
Screen.
going on?
Booker
Well,
on the
guys,
screen.
nobody is quite sure
The
just how
try
the
gives to
partnership with
Williams.
Devin
The
Booker
layup
and
is
Draymond
good.
Green will play.
And the Suns advance. Next, we will have the Raptors and the Bulls. No, if he's not going to stay injury-free at all. All right, from now on, no more injury-free
It's time
rosters.
for the NBA. Live
Is
on
what it is
2K
now.
Sports. Kevin, all right, everyone, the
No more
NBA season
injuries.
starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh man,
Jones
the
will bring it up
off season
before.
felt like forever. It's great to be
Jones on the
back.
screen.
Nothing
Jones,
like some games.
Smith wide
that
open
count.
three.
Now let's take
And
a
that
look at
will
the
do
Bulls.
it. The Bulls get the upset over the Raptors. Next, we have the Rockets and the Mavs. The Rockets and the Mavericks. Yeah, like injury-free is just gonna take too long, so we're just not gonna do injury-free.
There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting
I
for
think it is
playoff
injury-free
position,
still.
Grant.
It's
Well, you know,
Irvin's.
BA, for these teams,
Oh,
what
it is
you
still
did
injury-free. Irvin's
before
injury. Irvin's
doesn't
injury.
matter. You have to
Durant,
give everything
take it
in this
back
game.
over. Durant on
It's
the drive.
essentially a
Bam.
bunch
Dunk is
of
good.
one-game
The Rockets will advance. Now we have the Cavs and the Nets. So, this is another game that could go either way. Or, I know, the Cavs would 100% win this game.
One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great pass from the ball. They really rack up the assists.
All right,
These
the
are the
Nets
type
start
of
with
teams
ball.
you want to play
So the
for.
Nets
Because
might
you know
have
what? If
this
you pass
game.
it,
They
the ball
gotta-
will find
I
you
don't know if
again.
they're gonna get
Here
stopped.
are the starters for
Cloudy,
Brooklyn.
Driving,
Porter and
they
Conley
give it
up in the
just to
forward
Porter
spots. Demon's out there with Traore. And
give
it's
it to
Claxton
Demon.
in at the 5, down low. 5 to shoot.
Back on the screen there. 3
Here's
seconds.
Demon.
Pulls a
A
three.
three-pointer
Puts it
right on
in.
target.
In the Nets. Get another upset. What are we witnessing right now? Next, we have the Lakers and the Grizzlies. Lakers and Grizzlies.
Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening. And as teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant, there must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they
Do you
might
think
start
it's
that
Durant
process
that did
now. Who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got Santi Aldama, also Jalen Wells out there.
Behind the back,
Edie out there
layup
with
is
John
good.
Morant.
And the Grizzlies get the win. And that will be the Hawks and the Bucks. I think if the Bucks win the tip, this game will end very fast.
Here in the
Just because they got Giannis. I'm gonna see if I can fix this one more time. Okay,
final
this
days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the
Oh, it
top
is.
teams doing what
Okay.
they can to
Giannis
head
will
into
bring
the
it up.
postseason with some momentum, right?
Giannis
While
drives in his
lottery
bank,
teams
kicks it
want
out.
to finish strong and
Give
have
it to Giannis
something
again.
to
Giannis
build
to
off
win the
of.
game.
Here are the starters
No.
for Milwaukee. Turner
What
at
a
center
stop right there.
with Antetokounmpo next to him.
Daniels
Porter
driving.
is out there with Rollins. And
Rollins.
it's Zhang in at the 3,
Porter's
the small
backing down.
forward.
They
And that
again.
one's good.
They got
Daniel.
it. Hawks win. Next, we have the Timberwolves and the Pelicans. And the Pels.
Legs now in the final stage of this regular season. These two teams both highly motivated.
Well, BA playoff positioning is on the line. So games like this take on an even greater significance. Postseason intensity on display.
And the Pelicans will score, and that will do it. Alright, next we have the Knicks and the Pacers, are a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks. Also, these seedings are off of this year's, these games are off of this year's standings of each conference.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not
Cat
surprise
Williams
me at all,
to
Kevin. These
Brunson, they
teams,
bring it up.
not only fierce rivals, but there's a
Guarded by
little bit of
Howard.
animosity
Towns side of
for
screen.
one another.
Brunson
Throwing the
drive.
fact that both these
Brunson
teams
kicks out
play in the
Towns a three
same
for the
conference.
win.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
no
say
good.
the spirits might
Siakam
be
the
high
win.
tonight.
Here's
Give
the
to
starting
Halliburton.
group for the
Nimhard brings
Indiana
it up.
Pacers. At the guard positions,
Halliburton a
Halliburton and
3 for the
Nimhard.
win.
The
No,
forward
Zubats
spots
the
with
board. He kicks
Neesmith
it out.
and
He had a
Siakam.
open.
And it's
Halliburton.
Zubats in at center.
I don't know.
Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs.
And
And here we go.
throws it down, and the Knicks will advance. Like, what is Zubats doing there? He sold the game. Nuggets and the Kings now. Rest in peace, Kings. I believe in you, but yeah, you might be cooked.
Greetings from
Rest in peace,
2K
Kings.
Sport. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves,
Alright, Murray will
BA,
bring
but
it
the
up.
fans
Goodbye,
will
rest.
absolutely use this game as evidence when they
Westbrook,
argue
put it
why
on
their
screen.
guy is the best.
Let's take a
Murray
look at our
driving.
starters for
Murray,
Sacramento.
layup,
DeRozan and
jumper.
Murray in at the
There's
forward
no good.
position.
Westbrook.
Zach LaVine out there
Westbrook.
with Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook
And it's
throws it
Sabonis
away.
in at the 5
And
spot.
Murray will
Here's
bring it
Murray
up.
outside
And
Brown.
Layup will kick it out,
LaVine
and
with a
LaVine
steal.
with the steal. Layup. There's no good. Westbrook
pass
the
to
board.
LaVine.
Gets it back to LaVine.
He gets it in
And
there.
LaVine gets it to go. And the Kings advance. Next, we have the 76ers and the Heat.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on. And we're late in the season. And, Coach, both of these teams battling for
Alright,
playoff
two good
position.
centers here going
So,
at it.
does that
And
change
Bam
your
gets the
approach at this stage?
Tip. And
Well,
Mitchell
no
will bring it
doubt.
up.
Obviously, you want to win the game, but you've
Joe
got to
gives it to
consider
Powell.
your overall
Powell
postseason
back to Mitchell.
situation. Potential matchups,
Wiggins,
injuries,
Mitchell.
etc. You might
had an open
need
three
this
there.
win, but if not,
Mitchell,
then you need to
another
consider
shot.
just how much to push.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got
Let's
out of
go.
Bynum. Norman Powell is out there with Wiggins.
Okay, get to Embiid.
And it's Mitchell. And it's Hero into the shooting guard position. Now here's Embiid. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as the average.
Kelly Oubre throws it down, and the 76ers win. Next, we have the Blazers and the Warriors. The Warriors are like right about here. No, here. No, here. No, here. The best shooters in the game.
Greetings, folks.
Dame
Thanks for
and
tuning
Curry.
in. All right, Tim, the postseason not far off. Team still jockeying for position down the final stretch.
And just like on the track,
Jackson
don't
gets the
look
board, and the
behind you,
Blazers
just
bring it up,
focus
whoever.
on yourself,
Guarded by Curry.
or you might
Give it
find
to
yourself
Avdija.
on the wrong side of a photo finish.
Dame
Gotta
up
run
top,
through the
pulls
tape.
it over
Get
Curry,
yourself in
and puts it in his
The starters for
mouth.
the Golden.
What? Damian Lillard says good night to the Warriors and Steph Curry. Celtics and the Wizards. This Wizards team, I wouldn't doubt them. They got
And
Anthony
in the locker
Davis.
room, each
And
guy
they
has
got
been
Trae
going
Young,
over
and
and
this is
through
injury
his
free,
own
so-
routine to get ready. Hello, everyone.
Wizards
Proud to bring you
routine.
Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg
You know it's
Anthony
the
and
board.
Doris Burke. And
White
roaming the
brings it up,
sideline for
gives it
tonight's
to
game
Brown,
are
actually.
Allie LaForce. And now
Brown to
Washington's
Tatum.
starting group. George
Around
is
the
out there with
screen.
Davis.
Tatum a three for the
Then it's
win.
Koulibaly.
Oh, star of the
Then
board.
it's Alexander Saw. And it's Young in at the
Bring it
point
up.
guard. And the big
Gives it
fella
to
Alex Zog
Cole.
showing
Inside, it's
promise.
good. And the Wizards get the upset. Next, we have the Spurs and the Jazz. Well, we think we know who's going to win the tip. I was saying rest in peace, Kings. I think the Jazz are the team that's cooked.
So happy to have you here for a midweek
So
edition
when
of the
begins
NBA.
tip,
Coverage
which
is
is
no
probably
secret.
will, they will
Both of these
probably
teams
win.
love to
If
let
the
it fly
Jazz
from
get
beyond the arc.
board,
Oh,
like
it's not
if they get,
green
yeah,
lights that these
it's
shooters
just no
have.
way.
It's a freeway. There is no
All right,
lights.
Fox will bring
The
it up.
starters for Utah. We've got Bailey,
It's already game
Jaron
over
Jackson
at
out there with Laurie Markkinen.
Might be a
Then
set
there's
screen.
George, and it's
Fox
Kessler
away
in
from
at
the
the
dunk.
5 down low.
It's good. Spurs win. They're like, what is the point? All right, guys, hold on 1 second. I'm going to post the updated bracket. That is the end of round 1. There we go. Guys, we are on to round 2. All right. This will be the Sweet 16. Or, no, 15. I don't know, never mind. First, we have the Pistons and the Magic. I think the Pistons are a team that win it all. Like, Duran's a good center.
And a look behind the curtain here. Welcome to 2K Sports for
All right,
another edition of
let's
NBA
see.
basketball. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in
Duran
this
does
one
get the
as they go
tip.
up against the
Cunningham
Detroit
will bring it
Pistons
up.
here at Little Caesars Arena. Alongside
Duran's
Clark
screen.
Kellogg
He'll
and Greg
be
Anthony,
stopped.
I'm Kevin Harlan.
No,
We'll
ISO
be
and
checking
subs, it
in
looks
with
like.
Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. A look at the
They'll
Magic
drive.
starting group. Running out on the wings
Cunningham the
are
layup.
Payne and
Got
Wagner.
it. Pistons win. Magic are eliminated. Next, we have the Thunder and the Suns. The question is, do the Suns stand a chance?
It's the NBA
I mean,
on 2K
Suns stand a
Sports.
chance. Clippers
What
gonna
a
rock.
great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly
Harden
there's
comes
less
up with
wrestling
it.
going on
And
down
SGA
on
will
the
bring it
block.
up.
More of these post players now
If
want
the
to
Williams will
step
pull
out
immediately
and
and a
fix up.
splash it. Thunder win just like that. That was like 2 seconds long. All right, next we have the Bulls and the Nets. All right, let's see.
And a glimpse inside the locker room.
Center matchup in this
Welcome
one.
aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday
don't know.
Night Basketball of the NBA on
Tip.
2K Sports.
Smith wins the tip.
I'm Kevin
just
Harlan,
like last
joined by
time.
Greg Anthony and Stan Van
Bulls
Gundy.
team played.
And we've got Allie
Jones will bring it
LaForest
up.
reporting from the sideline. So the Nets starting 5.
Porro with
Porter
it. Give
and
it back to
Clowney up
Jones.
in
Jones
the
open
forward
3
spot.
for the win.
Traore
No.
is out there with
Demon the
Demon.
board.
And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Here's Demon.
Demon driving.
He's a good
Trail
contributor to
three.
his team, averaging about 10 and a
I
half
don't know.
points a game. And a
Joe.
little over a decade, the Nets,
Kitty.
GA, having to
Listen to
rebuild
Jones
from the
inside.
ashes of
Layup, no
2
good.
super team
Claxton the board.
iterations.
The short
Demon
time
moving
span
up.
between
Guarded
shows
by
how quickly
Jones.
they can
Demon
turn things
layup.
around.
Sit out
With
Clowney.
the treasure trove of
Back to
picks in the
him.
coming years, they look to climb that
Claxton
mountain
screen.
once again.
Shot clock at 6.
Demon
Three-pointer.
3. No.
Here's
Claxton the
Claxton.
board. Layup, no good.
grabs
Buzelis
the
the
board.
rebound.
First quarter
Kitty
of
will bring
play,
it up.
1 minute played.
KD working.
And here is Giddey. He has been a nice option for them
Nice.
offensively. And
Kitty.
he's averaging more than 17 points
Inside
a game.
layup is
It's up
no
and it's off the
good.
mark. He's 0 for 1.
Demon will bring it up.
Here's Demon.
Porter with the ball guarded
Pass
by
to Porter.
Jones.
Left
Porter,
Trey.
three.
It's
No,
rebounded by
give me the
Giddey.
rebound.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight
Giddey moves
misses
it
to
up.
start the game.
Corner trick.
Talk about stumbling
No.
out of the block.
Jeez, guy, just make a shot.
Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
And
Throw with it,
defensively
guarded by
in that
Jones.
one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd.
Demon,
And
three.
that's obviously easier
No.
said than done.
Because that was the
Well, on the
ball. It's to
road,
Jones.
your
Jones with
defense
it.
needs to withstand runs
Giddey
from the other
inside.
side, and that wasn't
Giddey
the case
layup.
for them. Well,
No
that's
good.
why he's out there
Over Porter,
using
yeah.
his size in the paint.
Porter with
To the
it.
wing right
Kicks
side.
it. Three for Trail.
And again, it's the Nets
Trail,
missing.
whatever.
2 for 1 chance
Oh,
here.
Coro with
Let's
it.
see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Giddey.
Jones with the screen on
Jones screen.
Claxton. Giddey kicks to Jones.
Jones, a wide open three.
And that
Got it.
comes off the...
And the Bulls will win after a long one right there. Next, we have the Rockets and the Grizzlies. I think Zach Edey, if
Welcome,
they get to
sports
play the
fans.
Spurs,
Thank you for joining us. It's
He
the
can
NBA
make
on
it.
2K with the postseason in our sights now. What's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Grant?
I'd argue both.
We do want to take
BA, I mean,
Durant, we'll bring
if
it
I had
up.
to choose one, I'd say momentum. Just because you want to be
Goes around the
peaking at
screen.
the right time
Gives it
heading into
to
the
Aldana
playoffs.
inside, and
And
that
here's
was it.
Memphis' start.
The Grizzlies get another upset. Next, we have the Hawks and the Knicks. That was a playoff matchup this year. And now the Hawks.
Coming up next, the Knicks. Well, Doris, here we go down the final stretch of the regular season. How about some of the improvement we've been seeing from some of these players?
Kev, it seems inevitably every year there's a few players who make a
Better.
huge leap in their games.
Cognitive,
And I
yes.
love it when it's a complete
Graham with
surprise.
it, because around the
Because
screen
when
gives
there's
it
a
to
player who's
Conley, and
been
the
under
dunk
the
is
radar and
good.
emerges
And the Knicks are gone. Wow. Next, we have the Pelicans and the Kings. DeAndre Jordan, Sabonis. I got Sabonis on this board.
Let's bring out the starters for you.
Both of these teams could use a win, Legs. They've been in a
Actually,
rut.
I don't know.
Well, no doubt victories
I said
lately
that.
hard to come by
Jordan
for
wins
both
the board.
teams, and so there is no excuse for a lack of
Brings it
effort
up,
tonight.
it's Murphy.
Both of these teams looking at this
Murphy
as
to
a
Jordan.
great opportunity to reverse this momentum.
Desperately
Murray,
needed here.
the jumper.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at our
Sabonis
starters for
four.
Sacramento.
DeRozan will bring it
DeRozan
up.
and Murray in at the forward positions. Russell Westbrook out
DeRozan.
there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis
Jumper.
in at the center position.
No. That's a specialty, though. You can't count on him to miss those.
And here's Murray, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a
Murray,
game.
the layup.
Good
It's
on the
good.
bucket.
And the Pelicans defeat the Knicks. I mean, the Kings. My bad. Next, we have the 76ers and the Wizards. I think this could be a good one.
And going through warm-ups. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this
Sorry,
midweek
I
NBA
didn't
action on 2K
I gotta be the winner
Sports.
this tip.
I'm
Sorry
Kevin
gets
Harlan,
it.
excited
Why am I
to share
losing
the
all these
broadcast table tonight
decisions
with Greg
with
Anthony
tips?
and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. So a look at the starters for the Wizards.
To George
We've got Bilal
Davis.
Koulibaly.
Guarded by George.
Keyshawn George is out there
Yeah,
with Anthony
three
Davis.
for the
Then
win.
it's Trae
No.
Young.
Edge
And
comb
it's
with
Sarr in at the 5 down low.
George.
It seems to be an
Just
overlooked
keep
part of
it.
Trae Young's
You got
game,
the
but
dunk.
GA
I
has
remember
led the
doing it last time.
NBA in total assists a few times.
No
I'll give us
doubt.
an
Yeah,
edge
they
go.
should
Almost
think
scored.
about Trey shooting, scoring, but
And
he also
needs
runs
to
the
give a screen.
offense really
He
well
does.
and wants
Down a little bit.
to
Edge comb.
facilitate.
No.
And so it's Young who
Good
brings it up
flashbacks
for the
on the
Washington
next
Wizards.
game.
Koulibaly with it. They look to him for part of their
George.
offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly
by
12
edge
points a game.
Son Davis.
Fires the three.
Young.
Young, no good.
The beat the rebound. Plays it to Max. Max will give it to George.
And George kicks to
Maxi.
Maxey.
Maxi tries
There's
a
a minute
beat.
47 left to play here in the
Jumper.
first.
Got it.
Embiid.
And the 76ers will advance. We have one more matchup of this round. We got the Blazers and the Spurs. Spurs are right. Oh, wait, I passed the Spurs. Never mind.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. We'll stand the postseason is just around the corner now. How hard is it to stay focused when you know the season is coming to an
Wemby
end?
does not win the
It's
board.
certainly hard for those teams that have
Lillard
locked
picked it
in
up.
their spots. It's very easy to lose focus
Lillard
here
hit
in
three
the
to win.
home.
Holiday for the win.
But for those still
No.
fighting for a spot, finishing
Vassell
well
will
in the
bring it up.
regular season has got to be the priority.
So here's Portland's starting group.
Fox.
Inside, we'll see Kamara and
Fox.
Klingon. Damian Lillard out there with Drew Holiday.
Vassell, covered
And
by
it's
Dave.
Avdia in at the three.
Wemby coming
The
over
small
from
forward.
screen.
6 to shoot.
Sell the jumper for the
Vassell.
win. Got
Money
it.
on the 19-footer.
Spurs win. Wow, I almost thought the Spurs were going to lose there. And that will do it. We are down to the Elite Eight. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Now we will have the Pistons and the Bulls. Well, I'm a Bulls fan.
And the
but
players getting themselves into game mode.
I think it's a-
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports
Smith
for
has not
this
lost a kick
NBA
yet.
presentation.
Maybe he loses his
And in our
first.
matchup
Cunningham will
tonight,
bring it
we'll
up.
see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Chicago
Cunningham.
Bulls. I'm Kevin Harlan
Gets
along
it
with
to
Tim
Harris.
Legler and Greg Anthony.
Harris guarded
And our
by
reporter on the
Vassell.
sideline
Play up
tonight,
is
Allie
good.
LaFleur.
And the Pistons defeat my Bulls. That's sad for me. All right, now we will have the Thunder and the Grizzlies. Where are the Grizzlies? Hold on a minute. Oh, here they are. I honestly think the Grizzlies.
If you look at this on paper, and it feels like one-way traffic doors. Could this be a trap game?
It sort of has that feeling.
No,
PA.
Hartenstein's
a
still
big
on. What?
underdog going against the big-time
Alexander will
favorite.
give it
But
to
here's why we
Williams.
play the game. Any
it to
given
Holmgren.
night in this league, anything can happen.
SGA back
And
with the
here's
ball.
Memphis' starting group.
From the
Senti
screen from
Aldama
Hartenstein.
out there
Takes
with
it
Jalen
Holmgren,
Wells.
a three for the
Then there's Zach
win.
Edey.
And the Thunder will advance. Next, we will have the Hawks and the Sixers. All right, who's going to get this
Up
one done?
next. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play.
It's good. And the Hawks get the win. Next, we'll have the Pelicans and the Spurs. Where are the Pels? Okay, they're right here. Well, DeAndre Jordan, you're going to have to get your hops back.
And inside the locker
Did you
room,
ever have any?
great to have you with us. We are set to get you
Well,
this
Wendy's
Wednesday
probably
night
gonna
with
win this,
another
but
edition of the
Jordan won
NBA
it.
on
Maybe
2K
lost another.
Sports. Along with the
Maybe we'll
all-star
bring it
team
up.
of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian
Victor
Anderson.
Williamson,
And checking
guarded by
out the New
Champagne.
Orleans opening lineup. Jones at
Williamson
small
goes
forward
underneath.
with Zion
He
holding
makes
down
it!
the four.
And the Spurs are eliminated. What? Guys, I'll be right back. We are down to the final four. And we're down. We are down to the final four. We have the Pistons and the Hawks. Here we go.
Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
McCall wins the
Well,
board.
there's
McCollum will
certainly some
bring it up.
matchups that I think
Guarded
plenty
by
of fans
Cunningham.
would love to see. But we
McCollum.
still have a bit of time for things to
For this
kind
Cinderella
of fall
story,
into place. That's
keep
what
going.
makes this
Walker
time of
for the
year so
win.
exciting.
No,
Look
turn
at
the
Atlanta's
board.
opening lineup.
Cunningham will bring
Johnson
it up.
and
Keeps it to
Okongwu
Thompson.
man the post position.
Thompson driving. Harris
McCollum out there
and the
with Nikhil
Pistons
Alexander-Walker.
advance to the finals. Next, we will have the Thunder and the Pelicans. Can the Cinderella story continue for the Pelicans? Let's find out.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own. Thanks for joining us
What a long
midweek
run
here.
it has been
Tonight,
for the
we bring you the
Pelicans.
NBA
Will
on
they continue,
2K Sports.
or will they fall
This is
short?
Brian
Hardest
Anderson
line
with
wins the
Hall of
tip.
Famers Grant Hill and Doris
Joseph
Burke.
Alexander
Allie
will bring it
LaForce, our reporter. A look
the
at the
hardest
starting
line,
group
guarded
for the
by Jordan.
Pelicans. Jones
Dort,
at small
a three
forward
for
with
the win.
Zion holding down the
No.
four.
The
Trey
dream is
Murphy
still
out there with
alive.
Murray. And
Look, give
it's
it to
Jordan in
Jones.
at the center.
Jones,
Well, Grant,
give
when
it to
Zion is
Murray.
doing what he does best,
Murray
it
will give it
changes
to Murphy.
everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer.
Jordan standing
Him
there now.
and
Look at
Rhythm,
this
they're
guy.
not just dangerous,
Murray
they're
driving.
different.
Murray this jump.
Sinks
They
that
got
one
it.
from the post.
And the Pelicans continue the Cinderella story and are headed to the finals. Guys, I'm not posting this one because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but Pistons and the Pelicans. This is the final game. Can the Pelicans continue their Cinderella story, or will they fall short? Let's find out.
Greg, we look at the rosters of
It all
these
comes down to
teams,
this,
the
folks.
athleticism. They both have
Two
just
teams.
jumped right off the page.
One winner.
Listen, we're almost
Jordan wins the
guaranteed
tip. Murray will
multiple
bring it
highlight
up.
level
Give it to Murphy at
plays
3.
in this one. This
No.
is the kind of game
What a way it would have
where
been
you
then.
see what incredible athletes
Thompson.
the NBA has.
Thompson
And the
will
starting
cut.
lineup for the Pelicans. Jones and Williamson
Williams
in at the
spins.
forward position.
Williams.
Trey Murphy
Drives,
is out there
lane,
with
dunk.
Murray. And it's
He got
Jordan
it.
in at the pivot.
And the
in
Pistons have won. Pistons are your winners. And the Pistons are the winner of the 30-team bracket. First to score. Thank you guys for watching. Show me some love. And let's get to 25 subscribers. Bye, guys.